This is my boy Nick. So here we are
in Jim Thorpe,
Pennsylvania,
at the Molly McGuire pub. Yes.
So what did we do today, baby?
We went on a tour at the jailhouse. That was amazing. That was amazing.
What happened there? Molly McGuire's were what?
Oh, they were hanged.
They were hanged.
Yeah. And we saw the handprint.
Handprint on the wall.
That was left behind by an innocent person who was hanged.
And they said what? He said what? The handprint would remain there what?
Forever, to prove his innocence. Yeah.
And I guess they tried painting over it, right?
Painting over it, cutting it out of the wall.
Everything.
Yeah.
The handprint's still there.
Yep.
Yeah. Hasn't
gone away. Won't go away.
We saw that. We got some pictures that we'll be putting on this video here. You'll see.
Not of the handprint, though. We weren't allowed to.
We weren't allowed to take a print of that.
But we did. We did go to jail.
We went into jail. We got some nice jail pics, and the Warrior Princess and I will be putting up some of them jail pics. And you get to see a little bit of Jim Thorpe, PA. Jim Thorpe's named after who?
Jim Thorpe.
Oh.
He was supposedly one of the greatest athletes.
Yes. He was a Native American.
He was a Native American. I forget what his real name was. It was no Toho something. I don't know.
Ombe Poo.
and he got the name Jim Thorpe out of it.
So here we are at the Molly McGuire pub, and the Molly McGuires were I don't know, they were some kind of secret organization. There's different theories about it, whether they were hanged because they were resistant to joining up with the Revolutionary War, kind of old-time draft dodgers, or whether they actually were responsible for a number of murders. In this coal region here, the Irish came over here because of the potato blight, and a lot of people in Ireland were starving. And so they came to this area to mine, and found out they could only mine coal. And of course there was a factory store and low wages, and one of the problems was whatever kind of money they made ended up going back to the coal company. And they could only purchase their tools to do their coal mining. They were required to buy their own tools. And they had to buy those from the factory store,
and rent their homes from their bosses.
Rent the homes from the coal barons.
Yeah.
And so they'd end up in the hole instead of actually making any money. Oftentimes they would end up losing money. At the end of the day, they would end of the week actually end up in debt, rather than showing a profit for their hard labor. So this is a pretty interesting town. A lot of old architecture. Goes back to the 1700s, and this was actually the heart of the coal industry. Railroads, canals, a lot of things that exist around here that from New Jersey to Pennsylvania were connected to this town, Jim Thorpe, which was known as Monchunk. Back before they named it Jim Thorpe, I think in, well, I don't know what year. You can look that up on the internet. All right, this is a really great little town to come and see. If you're in PA, be sure to stop here. They have a great tourist industry, and it's really not like a tourist trap. The way so far, I mean, as I can tell, there's a ton of bars up here, and Tracy and I are riding our bicycles around, and went to the old jail, and now we're downtown here, and I would recommend that come here and see this place. It's a great day trip. I can't see spending a week in Jim Thorpe, but I can see spending about 8 hours here. There's some great bike trails that run actually 25 miles?
Yep.
25 miles of bike trails, and
I think they said you can actually go to Whitehaven.
Whitehaven, yeah, that's right. And so this is a great place to come and see it. Kind of like New Hope. It's actually part of that whole New Hope thing, because the canals ran right down through New Hope, down into Philly, and they'd be hauling the coal on barges down through there, right from here. And great little museums, and everything's really pretty cheap. The tour of the old jail was, what was it?
$6 each.
$6 a piece. You can't beat it. And I'll tell you what, our tour guide was excellent.
She was amazing.
She was absolutely amazing. Very knowledgeable. I threw some questions out there at her that she was able to answer everything. It's a nice little tour. It's a great little town. So come and see it. Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. Yeah. All right. Bye. So where are we, Tracy?
In Jim Thorpe.
And this is?
The Lehigh River.
Ah. And they have these inner tube boat things, flotation device tours that you can take here. And you can go down the river. And this is the Lehigh River. And where does this dump out? Finally into the Delaware? But where? What town?
Easton.
Yeah, Easton, Pennsylvania. Beautiful area. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Look at those mountains. Well, we call them mountains. They're really kind of hills. But yeah, beautiful. Wonderful.
Oh, look at the
foliage. What?
Pothole.
There's a pothole. Tracy knows what that is. Yeah, that's a pothole. And how do they form?
By water.
Okay.
Right.
And what happens though?
It
A couple what? Rocks get in there,
yeah.
huh?
Oh yeah, that's right. And then
Yeah.
they spin.
And then they spin around.
They spin around, and then
And
they
actually
cause
drill a
that.
hole. Yeah, you drill a hole in the rock. So there's a pothole that Tracy saw, found.
It's a pretty significant one.
It's a pretty significant pothole. And all these nice rounded rocks have probably been here since the Ice Age.
Wow.
Yeah, long time. Nice clean water. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. So the next thing Tracy and I are going to do is, well, we're going to hit some kind of trail, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to hit a
The one
trail.
that goes to Whitehaven. It's
Yeah.
about 25 miles long.
So we're going to check that out.
I'm sure we're not going to do 25 miles.
Oh, hell no. What are we going to do, about quarter mile? Maybe 150 yards?
We'll see what intrigues us as we go.
Is 150 yards more than a quarter mile? I don't know. We'll do the shorter of the two. But we'll see how it goes. But this is pretty cool. Real nice. Yep. So anyway, this is another thing that you can come up to Jim Thorpe, see and do. You also have like railroad train rides. Like you can get on a railroad train and you can take a ride, I guess, for a while on some old train. So that's pretty cool too. So this is Jim Thorpe, kind of touristy area, but a lot of fun.
Check this out.
And really not that far away. So, yep.
Check this out behind you, babe.
People going. There he goes, going in a kayak. Yeah. So it's fun as hell. Yep. Must be something about.
Hey, we're gonna put this on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, because we might, you know what I mean. He might not want to be on YouTube. He might be actually wanted for baby raping or something like that. You never know. You never know. So, or punching babies, which I like to do. I like to punch babies.
Wasn't that our tour guide?
What? No, that's not even close to our tour guide, warrior princess. Gee whiz. She had, her hair was all the same color.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
Right? Remember that? So anyway, we're going to head out. And I spotted an old flip-flop over there. I'm going to go get. Again, this is from somebody big. And you may not understand it, but Tracy and I have been finding a lot of stuff, shoes and what, sandals, swim shoe, and they all seem to be about a size 10 or bigger. So I've got this theory that big people seem to lose their shoes a lot, because I don't see any small shoes, only these really big shoes. So here's a broken flip-flop. Here what happened, I guess, is the end broke off, and probably, who knows. So this dude only has one flop.
We could probably float down the Lehigh on that.
This is the flip or the flop. If you went left to right, I guess this would be the flop, because this is the right side. You know what I mean? So he apparently still has the flip. So anyway, also in among these rocks you can find food. I found this very nice Macintosh apple just now. Arr. So anyway.
Oh man, babe, there's another shoe.
Oh, it's a woman's shoe. Let's check the size. Because I'm going to write a paper on this. Again, what size is this?
It's probably about a 7.
Okay, this blows holes in my theory that only big people lose shoes.
Is that a 7?
It's pretty small.
Yeah, it's about a 7.
It is a 7. It's a 7 wide.
Yep.
Wow, you're a brainiac when it comes to this stuff. I need you on my research team.
All right.
I would say this is a pretty small shoe, so this is the first small shoe I've found.
Ever.
Now this kind of makes me wonder if it's only big people that lose their shoes. So here it goes. Ah! All right. Anyway, we're out of here. Let's go check that trail out.